Hi, so welcome. If you're watching this video, it's because you're interested in joining the Platinum Group. Depending on what time of the year, obviously, you'll be watching this video. So the dates will be on this page of when the Platinum Group, actually, the next one actually runs. They always run kind of, obviously, 4 weeks each day, same day of the month, and always between sort of 9:30 and 2 p.m. Because that's when I like to work. I only work 9:30 to 2:30, so it fits in with my lifestyle. And if you've got kids and so forth, then obviously it fits in with your lifestyle as well, which is be great. Now, the cost of this of the Platinum Group is, we're going to try and make it as easy as possible. The whole value you're actually getting around about £4 worth of value in the whole thing, but we're going to make it very cost effective, and the charge is going to be only £1,200, but you're going to be able to also pay over 6 months of just £200 each month. So even though we'll be doing the next, we're doing the one of the over 4 weeks, and you'll have all the 16 stages covered in that one, and it'll be working. So it's not just telling you them, you're having working on with them with you, making sure you've got them all in place, ready to go. So you'll be earning money straight away from it, and they're done in very small groups. You need to apply for them. The places we do them in very small groups, so they become very powerful, almost like mastermind groups as well, and add a different element to it, which would be great. And the stuff we know, so the 16 stages, and we'll be going through every single one about targeting. We've already seen the one about the result, but actually finding out what your result is and maybe challenging you and making sure that when you leave that session, you've got the exact result that you need to start attracting clients. I'll quickly look at my notes here. There's so much to it. Will be actually identifying your ideal client, which a lot of people think is quite easy, but actually when you really kind of challenge people in that, really it makes it really challenging. Identify it, make sure we exactly know who the ideal client is. We'll also be going on about knowing what your products and your services are, and just kind of looking at your product profile with your trustometer to make sure you've got a product for each price point, and maybe work on that. But also in line with that, we're looking at what your lead generation hook is, and developing that with you, so you make sure you've got a lead generation hook, because that's massively important, obviously. Then we'll also be looking about your business model, how you get to your result, because it's very important when you've got your result that you share people how you get to that result and having a journey that they go on. And so we'll be defining that with yourself. We'll be then looking at a seminar workshop strategy. You may already be doing seminars or workshops. Now, it's not necessarily saying about if you've done them and you've not filled the places, because one of the things we're also going to show you about is how to get people to them, make it easy, but also exactly how to turn them seminars and workshops into high-paying one-to-one clients on the back of them. Okay, so we'll be defining that as well through clear strategy. It's really effective. If you're already doing workshops and seminars, then that's great. We'll show you how to really make it worthwhile, make it valuable, and how to easily get people there in the first place, which is a big problem. We'll then be looking at effective marketing strategy as well, and actually round your ideal client. Now we've got the tools, just look at a real marketing strategy that's really effective with the tools and the client and everything that's in place and the result. We'll be looking at networking strategy, because that works great for coaches to go out and go networking. We'll be showing you how to be the attention in the room, really, and how to turn them networking leads into clients and people that really want to know what you're talking about. We'll be looking at follow-up campaigns just to people in general, to get people to come from cold leads to warm leads. We'll also be looking at follow-up specifically to people that have attended either a seminar, one-to-one with you, or a workshop with you, and how we can turn them into potential clients as well. And then we'll be looking at your website. Websites, normally with most coaches, the website is really kind of a bit too vague. No one's going to come through your website as a potential client. They're going to go through your website to be curious about you, what you do, and stuff like that, or go and get specific information. To show you how to make that website really effective where it attracts clients to you, and on autopilot as well. But then looking at a bit more advanced around a video series campaign, and don't worry about doing videos, because if we need to do any videos and you haven't got the tool to it, guess what? I've got a studio. You can come to my studio and we can shoot some videos for you. So we'll be looking at more advanced levels about a video series campaign to turn leads into clients on autopilot. So it really means that you can get, for instance, you can go on holiday for a week, you can put in some marketing strategies in place and put your videos out there and stuff like that, like tweets and posts and stuff like that on Facebook, and use your video series to kind of generate potential clients for you. So when you come back, you're only dealing with potential clients. Really effective, a bit more advanced. We need everything else in place first, before we get to that level. And then the very last stage really is about becoming known as the expert in your field and within your circle, and not necessarily in the country, in the world, becoming you. A lot of people think, oh, I've got an expert, but there's already an expert. You know, there's already, you know, Tony Robbins is already the world-known expert. So, well, getting known as an expert within a small circle of your networking group is really powerful, and we're going to show you how to do that. So there's the kind of full 16 stages. So the price of it is going to be £1,200 or 6 months of £200. You need to apply because we're not going to hold. They're going to be very small groups. So not going to be a lot of places over the whole year. So you need to go below and fill in your details, and then either one of my office managers or myself personally will give you a call and talk through your application to make sure you're committed and it is exactly right for you. It's also going to be as an extra kind of value, if you like, to my. So it's £1,200 or 6 months of £200. But as an extra value, there's going to be 3 months of follow-up calls with me. So we're going to book in sort of 2-hour calls for the next 3 months after you've finished your Platinum Group course enrollment, okay? And then what that is really kind of to answer any questions as you're kind of progressing through it, and to make sure that you're implementing it. And there might be a stage of it that you're struggling with, since it's kind of not materialised how you thought it would, and you need some guidance. And what, rather than sort of kind of want to keep the doors open and the counter, so as included of it, we're going to throw in that, which is kind of worth £600 in itself, actually. So so you're going to have that where it literally will be a scheduled call with myself, one-to-one, where, and if you're local to me, then we'll meet up and have a cup of tea and a chat, do it face to face. But if initially it'll be a scheduled call, so you've got 2 hours of my time where you can really talk about any help that you need defining any of these key points. Okay, so that's it. If that's right for you and you're prepared, and but if it is, then make the decision quick, because you need to take action, because once these spots are filled, that's it. So there's, in terms of a training program, this is perfect, because there's nothing like this for coaches out there at the moment at this cost. And also, being at £200 over 6 months, then what it is, it means it'll be paying for itself by the time you've got to pay your second payment. I kind of guarantee that if you do any of these and implement them, that will come easy, and we know that because of how I tried and tested with coaches. So go and apply. See you soon. If any particular questions, then send me an email. If you can't make them next groups, or you want to definitely be on one of the next ones, then send me an email, or and then we'll talk about it, so we can give you sort of an early bird option to that before we release the dates. Okay. So hopefully see you soon, and be in contact and be talking to you. And if I haven't given you enough information, a little bit more information, then by all means just drop me an email and we'll reply to you as soon as we can. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.